happens in the morning. Some daunting stuff in front of us. What can you tell us about what we got in front of us here?
Well, basically on this board we have all our rider outers in white, and then we have all our horses, the whole from 2 yards, 120 horses, and they're colour coded. So we have red and blue, which is this main yard where there's 82, and then we have green and green and yellow, which is the other yard down at Highbridge. And basically we know then which lot we're going to have them. We've got first, second and third lot, so everybody knows what they're riding and basically whether they're going to canter or walk. All the red ones are all the canterers, all the blue ones are walkers, and then at Highbridge we have yellow ones canter and all the green ones are walkers. So everybody knows what they're doing when they go out, whether they know they're going to canter or go for a walk. And then we just basically slot them into whoever we think should be riding them on the day. If we're schooling, we drop in and let the boys ride them, the jockeys ride the schooling. So we work them around, so we chop and change it as we want, depending on what horses are doing what work on a particular day. Depends whether they're building up to a race or coming back after a race, depending on what we do with them.
So how many horses would go out each morning?
Basically the whole 120, unless they're racing, they basically get ridden every day they're in. So basically we ride 120 every morning.
Sounds a big logistical operation. There's you yourself, Paul and Dan are here in the morning and sorting it all out, yeah?
Yeah, it takes us about half an hour to sort it. We know in our heads roughly what we're doing with what, because we always have our entries for basically entries for the week. So we know which ones are running. So we need to know that we need to school them. We try and school everything the week they're going to run, so we can sort through that. We have yesterday's list, so we know what they've done yesterday. So that can depend on what they do the next day. Walker list, and some of the ones that want to walk beforehand, if they've had a few days off, sometimes they want to walk before they canter. So we have everything here to know what we're going to do.
It seems quite daunting to someone just looking at it there, but it's a matter of kind of like routine. The three of you know what you're doing when you're doing it, so it all kind of all falls into place very, very easily, does it? It
all drops into place, and we tweak it around so that we don't have too many doing one thing, so we don't have too big a string because we're out on the roads. I mean, maximum we try and get into a string is about 16. So you can imagine if we have 48 out, we've got horses going in all directions, but all horses are in different stages of training, so they are all doing different bits of work. So we just make sure that we get the right ones doing the right things on particular days.
So it's organised chaos then?
It's organised chaos, but
it works.
It works, and we know what we're doing, and we've done it long enough to know roughly what's doing what. So, and it usually works itself out pretty well.
What will you do with the horses now in the 3 weeks leading up to Cheltenham? What will be
all different? Every horse is different, so they do differently. Ones that have had a run since January or run into February wouldn't be doing quite so much as the ones like Denman and Co that haven't run, like Pockley haven't run for the different side of Christmas. It's just a matter of a work programme that suits each horse. You can try and keep everything, whether it's Cheltenham or wherever it is, keep to a routine that you stick to, and you just fine-tune them all depending on what they're at. And they're all individuals and they all need different things. Well, Denman will need twice the work a quarter, for example. But you're just trying to get them at concert pitch for that week before, work them hard right up to the week before Cheltenham, then probably start back off them just so by then they're fit and you get them nice and fresh.
Horses like 1833 have had a recent run, you just back off them totally.
I mean, he hardly does it. What he'll do for a week now is a canter one day, walk one day, canter, he's fit now, it's just a matter of keeping him fresh. So completely different to like Denman and Coulter and Co that haven't run for a while.
So it's like athletes. Every single athlete has a different training regime, and that's the same with the horses.
It has to be, yeah. And 1833 is a great example who ran last week. All we need to do is keep him nice and fresh. What about you? You don't mind your work, do you?